8:30 on this Monday morning, and it's time for the hot sauce. And we are putting our cool mom, Kelly, to the test this morning, and to work, nonetheless, with her wine skills.
Yeah, a lot of people know exactly what to do for Thanksgiving as far as what food they want, but you're going to talk to us about what drinks, the aperitif, during dinner drink, digestive, and a nightcap. You're in your element now.
I love it. Okay, can we start? I'm excited to get to work already.
So I'm going to show you a party trick that's going to take you all the way through the entire holiday.
I love party tricks.
It's really fun if
it works.
Yeah, if it works. To pop the top of a champagne bottle off using a knife. If you can get a sword, that's ideal, obviously, but we just have a knife here today.
If you have a sword just laying around the house, of course.
The trick is, do you see there's a seam right here on the bottle?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So that seam right there.
Yeah.
So you find this, there's a seam on the bottle. It's pretty easy to find. And what you're going to want to do is take your knife and all the way up. I actually don't think I'm going to do this because I'm really nervous about like hurting somebody. But what you're going to want to do is follow that seam all the way up at a 45-degree angle, like with about that much firmness.
That knife is pretty intense.
So
so pretend we did that at home,
exactly.
and it worked out perfectly.
So,
how far? I mean,
typically
the cap shoots out, I assume, and like it goes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to take the metal off either, then?
No, you want to keep the cage on.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, keep the cage on, and it just pops off the whole top of it.
We'll have to try that later.
And you can get your sword and try that at home.
Always.
So the other thing, if you're going to be opening a bottle of champagne without a sword or knife, it's very nice to do it
stand back.
without any kind of sound.
Okay.
So it should sound like that or quieter.
If the champagne comes out, that's bad, right?
Yeah, it's considered bad form.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a faux pas.
So what is our aperitif that we're making?
Anytime I start a party, it's best to start it with bubbles. That's just a standard rule to follow. So we're going to do, it's just a very standard cocktail, super easy. This is cava. This is a rosé of cava. So cava is sparkling wine from Spain. And we're going to put a little bit of a liqueur at the bottom. And you could do Grand Marnier, you could do Cointreau, you could do Chambord. This is Saint Germain. So Saint Germain is an elderflower liqueur. So it's really, really lovely.
Do you sell all of this in the shop?
I do.
Okay, so that's perfect. One-stop
shopping. So if you're watching,
shopping.
you can go there and you'll obviously help everybody figure out their meal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that we pride ourselves on at Salut is very personal service, and whatever anybody seems to want, we'll be able
to try this.
You get to try this. So this is this would be a good.
Do you get a little mix or what?
It should have just all mixed on its own with champagne magic.
That is delicious.
Isn't it? It's a super easy, very, very fun,
very peachy
go-to cocktail.
Right, okay. So now we have before dinner. What's during dinner?
During dinner, so a lot of people have probably heard of Beaujolais Nouveau. So Beaujolais Nouveau, when it first originated, it was in 1951 when they first started releasing Beaujolais Nouveau, and it was kind of a wine snobby thing to understand. And then it kind of lost favor. Like for the past 4 or 5 years, people who knew a lot about wine always considered it to be kind of not so great.
Okay.
This is considered one of the best vintages in the past decade.
Wow.
It was a very low-yielding vintage, but the quality is really, really nice. It's really nice and fruity. It's 100% Gamay grape. By law, Beaujolais Nouveau cannot be sold before the third Thursday in November. It has to be 100% hand-picked.
Thank you.
It's 100% Gamay, and it used to be the wine of the field workers, so it would be their first opportunity to taste the new vintage. 6 to 8 weeks after it's been picked, it's bottled. So
you can go into Salut and get that. Very
exactly.
tasty.
And it really pairs very, very well with
Go ahead. The other one that we have up here on the screen during dinner, what is that?
Actually, that's a Cagnato, but I didn't bring the Cagnato because my delivery didn't come. We're going to do an Amaro, which is another really good digestive.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit bitter.
We had another wine expert on the show last week, and she was talking about the pairings also, and she was talking about how some red wines are bitter when it comes to Thanksgiving dinners because it's so sweet. Would this work?
She was saying sweet more on sweet.
Right.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah, if you have a lot of potato, sugary potato, sweet potato
acid
stuff.
is really good. So this one is really bright. It's got a really nice vibrancy. So anything with acid is going to cut through anything. Riesling is a good one because it's usually very well balanced with some acid. So I wouldn't say sweet, but acid. Anything with some acid in it. So this is Averna Amaro, and for some reason, something happened with the cap.
Okay,
That's
well, we
fine.
can move
Describe
on.
that one to us.
So it's bitter, it's a digestive, and it's supposed to aid in digestion. So after you eat a big meal, the idea is that it's going to help you settle your stomach.
And then?
So this is Armagnac, which is the thing that I'm super hot on right now. So Armagnac is a brandy similar to cognac. The difference is they're from different regions. One is on one side of Bordeaux, the other is on the other. I can never remember which one. One is north and one is south.
Okay.
Armagnac, cognac. It's 100% Uni Blanc grape. It's a distilled wine.
Okay.
This is the nightcap then?
This is the nightcap. This is after everybody's gone or you're returned home and you just want to relax.
It smells delicious.
This is how you're going to relax. It's a thoughtful, like, kind of ponderous drink. It's not something you're going to, like, shoot back. It's something, yes, you're going to be like, what does this taste like? What does it feel
Describe
like?
it to us,
It's
then.
very scotchy. Think of like a Maker's Mark or a Knob Creek. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's rich, it's delicious, it's sensual. I mean, if you don't spend time thinking about what you're drinking for a nightcap, then I don't want to say you're doing it wrong, but you're missing out.
Bourbon-y, that's what I was going for, not Scotch.
Yeah, I mean, it's got it's a liquor, so it's kind of in that same vein.
This is incredible. I am so glad we got to taste this, and I mean, you have all of this knowledge, and it's all in your shop.
I do.
And Salut and East Aurora. Kelly, thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
This is wonderful.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
send
thanks
things
very
over
much.
to Matt now.